Looking for the best Motorola phones on the market? Look no further. In this video, we'll dive into the top 6 best Motorola phones that are making waves in the tech world. Whether you're a photography enthusiast, a gaming guru, or simply in need of a reliable smartphone, we got you covered. From stunning camera capabilities to powerful processors and sleek designs, these Motorola devices are sure to impress. Join us as we explore the features and functionalities that make these phones stand out from the crowd, helping you make the perfect choice for your next upgrade. Number 6. Motorola Defy 2021. The Motorola Defy isn't like other smartphones. As rugged and hard-wearing as it gets, the Moto Defy is built to withstand military standards of pressure from extreme temperatures and repeated drops, tested from heights of 1.8 meters onto a steel surface. Despite all this, it somehow retains a smartphone-style appearance, even if it is a bit on the thick side. In terms of performance, our tests showed it to have similar speeds to other Moto phones around the $216 mark. Not the greatest, but not terrible either, while retaining a massive battery life of over 20 hours on a single charge. If you're after a high-performance phone, this list has better options around the same price, but if you live an outdoorsy life or you're just a bit clumsy, then the Motorola Defy is a great fit for your day-to-day needs. Number 5. Motorola Moto G53 5G. While it didn't quite offer enough bang for your buck to be our favorite of the G-series smartphones in terms of value, the Moto G53 5G does have one particular area in which it excels, and that's the battery life. Lasting for over 23 hours in our looping video test, the G53 5G achieved the best stamina out of all available G-series models. Add to this a sleek design that belies the budget price and performance that holds up well to rivals, and there's a lot to like here. Of course, as you'd expect in this price range, there are some compromises. First of all, as much as the battery life impressed, so too did the charging speeds underwhelm, with the bundled 10 charger needing around 2 hours to take the battery from empty to full. The display's 720p resolution feels a little dated too, but it is at least paired with a zippy 120Hz refresh rate. Finally, the main camera, while decent enough in good lighting, can't handle night photography and is saddled with a pretty weak macro secondary lens. Still, if battery life is the most important thing to you, the Moto G53 5G has it in spades, and the negatives are few enough to be forgivable at this price. Number 4. Motorola Moto G13. As you'll see from the rest of this list, Motorola has a wealth of affordable phones to choose from. However, if you want the best bang for the fewest bucks, there's no better choice than the Motorola Moto G13. The 6.5-inch display, while only a 720p number, refreshes at a breezy 90 Hz, and the color accuracy is decent enough, considering the price. Inside, the Moto G13 is kept ticking over by a MediaTek Helio G85 processor. This chipset achieved above-average performance compared to other similarly priced phones, and the battery went even further, lasting for around 20 hours in our looping video test. Throw in features such as a 3.5mm headphone jack and a microSD port, and the Motorola Moto G13 offers a whole lot of phones for very little money. Number 3. Motorola Razr 40 Ultra. The Razr brand has a storied history, dating back to the first inception of the flip phone, and the latest entry into this hollow lineup is the best one yet. The Motorola Razr 40 unfolds into a larger, sharper display than its predecessor, with the 6.9-inch panel featuring a 2640x1080 resolution and a blisteringly fast 165Hz refresh rate. Best of all, the display crease that crops up on all folding phones is barely noticeable here, proving much more subtle than the crease on Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip 5. Like the Flip 5, the Razr 40 Ultra also gets a new full-size external display, but once again, the Motorola gets the better deal. The 3.6 and OLED panel has a stronger 1066x1056 resolution and a much faster 144Hz refresh rate. Not everything gets an update, and using last year's processor sees the Razr 40 Ultra fall behind in performance speeds, but otherwise, this is Motorola's best flip phone yet, and one of the best you can get on the market at large. Number 2. Motorola Moto G62 5G. Dethroning the previous best value option in Motorola's G series, the Moto G62 5G takes everything that worked about the Moto G50 and builds even further upon the formula. The lackluster display and awkwardly placed fingerprint sensor that plagued the G50 are both addressed here, replaced with a higher resolution 2000 400x 1080 120Hz display, and an underscreen optical fingerprint reader. The higher resolution screen does dip the battery life slightly, but a score of over 21 hours is still impressive and will shepherd you nicely into a second day of moderate use if needed. Topping it all off is the 5G connectivity, improved cameras, and performance, which easily outclassed all other phones in this price bracket. If $216 is your strict buying budget, the Moto G62 gets you the most phone for your money. Number 1. Motorola Edge 30 Ultra. After producing a slew of excellent budget phones, many of which appear below, Motorola delivered a killer surprise in the form of the Edge 30 Ultra. Performance manages to keep up with flagships that cost hundreds of pounds more. The OLED screen is color accurate and supports a buttery smooth 144Hz refresh rate, and the 25-hour battery life is among the best we've tested. Even when depleted, the bundled 125 fast charger can juice the battery back up to full in just 20 minutes. There are a couple of issues, however. The cameras aren't as outstanding as the rest of the package, and weatherproofing is limited to IP52, so it doesn't offer as much protection as other flagships. Still, it's hard to focus too much on these minor problems when the Edge 30 Ultra delivers so much flagship quality for such an affordable price. That concludes our roundup of the best Motorola phones currently available. If you found this guide useful, we genuinely appreciate your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Which of these Motorola devices grabbed your interest? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement means the world to us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative content, ensuring you stay updated on the latest developments in smartphone technology. Until next time, thank you for being a part of our community, and we eagerly await your presence in our future videos.